I'm so excited for this episode.
So am I. This is, very much our niche.
Very much our niche, and I'm looking at it, and I'm so excited for you to tell me all about it.
I will.
Because this is also, when I am thinking about the Hawthorne house, this is what I'm thinking of. This is the estate that comes to mind.
And it's just all of these rooms and wings and...
just off of each other, constantly building.
And the secret doors and things like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, looking at the map of this place.
Crazy.
It's insane.
Doors.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
So ready.
Welcome to Tea, Tales, and Talks, where we talk about spooky things, drink some tea, and try not to get too scared. I'm Sarah, I'll be your host.
And I'm Mackenzie, I'll be your co-host.
For these strange and occasionally unsettling tales. In this episode, we're diving into the logic-defying Winchester Mystery House. So grab a cup of your favorite tea and join us for this mysterious journey.
Ooh.
Okay.
We'll see if that stays.
We'll see what we're gonna do with that.
Mm-hmm.
If you're like us and you know anything about the paranormal or weird, unexplainable happenings, chances are you've probably heard of the Winchester Mystery House. Now, I'd venture to say hundreds of investigations have happened here. People like Sam and Colby and the boys have made videos of their investigations here. Ghost Adventures has multiple episodes at this location. And countless other investigators, psychics, mediums, ghost hunters, and paranormal enthusiasts alike have all explored the contorted walls of the Winchester Mystery House. There was even a film made in 2018 about the house and its owner. It's called Winchester, and it's a very good movie if you're into thrillers and spooky stuff.
So you wouldn't recommend it for me?
No.
Well, if they make a less scary one and more friendlier one, I will be there to watch it, but...
a non-spooky version.
Thrillers and spooky? Not for me.
Not for you. I think in one of our other, upcoming episodes, I have, a little disclaimer that, this episode is really scary. It's just a warning, but it's mostly for Mac, because she doesn't like scary stuff.
Perfect. Honestly, one episode, maybe we'll do, we watch scary movies together, and it's a review, and it's how much did you watch? None of it. Absolutely.
My eyes were closed the whole time. I plugged my ears. I didn't watch anything.
There was a blanket over my head. I had headphones on, and I still was crying. I still don't know what happened, but there were tears shed.
We'll get to that point. We'll watch Practical Magic again. That's easy. Just dipping our toes in.
That's not scary at all.
Then we have to watch Coraline.
That's scary. Sorry guys. So we're gonna Mackenzie's level of scariness. Coraline is scary. Everything else
is at the top.
Everything else is fucking petrifying.
You said even the Grinch is scary.
He's kind of creepy. The actual Grinch is kind of creepy. I'm not. Everyone's he's so cute. I'm no. No. Maybe
cute.
The animated one is really cute, but the live action, fucking Grinch. Scary.
The Grinch is hot, guys.
Sarah has a Grinch king. She loves green.
I love the color green.
I love a good green.
Apart from the house itself being an iconic landmark, museum, structural phenomenon, and paranormal hotspot, the story of how this build came to be is just as, if not even more insanely interesting. So, let's start at the beginning. Well, the beginning for a particular person. Sarah Lockwood Pardee was born on June 4th, 1839. We have a birth date.
Wow,
a real
finally.
Birth date.
An actual date. Good. It's about time.
She was born in and grew up in New Haven, Connecticut with her parents and 4 siblings. She was one of 5 children, and she was the 4th daughter.
Wow.
Can you imagine that? 4 boys and... No, 4... I just read it.
5 children. Just 5 kids. That's a lot. That's too many.
That's a lot. I want 4.
I'm good with 2.
That's a logical answer.
I don't want to be outnumbered by them. But, honestly, what happens might happen.
Outnumbered, yeah.
That's how I view it. Being literally outnumbered by they can gang up on you.
They can. Okay, so she grew up with 3 sisters and 1 brother.
Wow.
In a lot of the written work about the history of Sarah Winchester and the house and her whole life, they call her Sally a lot.
Oh.
So, Sallie, which back then, like around the 1700s to early 1900s, the name Sarah was nicknamed as Sally a lot. So...
What an interesting, like, nickname.
I know.
Come from Sarah, which has no L's or E's or...
Nobody's ever called me Sally in my whole life, and I hope to God nobody ever does. But it's kind of...
Fine, I won't. All right, Sally.
I really want to. But isn't that interesting that...
Sally
is a nickname for Sarah, yeah.
I would have been like... But, like, what would it have been a short form for? Sally. Sal. Salison. Sal Laranda. Sal Larissa. I don't know.
My nicknames include Sarah Bear, Rara. I think that's it. I only have 3.
Mac, Mackie, Mac Daddy, Mac and Cheese,
Macanenzi,
Big Mac, Macanenzi, Kenzie, Ken's Daddy. The list goes on. Mackenzie is wonderfully diverse for nicknames.
Yeah, you got a lot of built-in
Mac,
nicknames.
Z. I could get Z.
Z. My name's not good for nicknames. Nobody call me Sally. I will cry.
Sally Mac.
So, it was said that she was called Sally all of her life. Mm-hmm. Even though Sarah is her legal name. Everybody who was close to her called her Sally. She even signed all of her correspondence and letters and messages with the name Sally instead of Sarah. So, Sally Sarah was described in early life as an independent thinker. She was often involved in abolition, suffrage, and animal activism, along with her sister Belle. My name is Sarah, and my cousin's name is Belle.
Oh.
I'm just telling you, that's super weird.
Wow.
It's us in another life, maybe.
Yeah, could be.
Could be. I keep calling her Sally Sarah in a lot of this.
I know, I kind of like it.
But I kind of like it, and I also, because I don't know if it's, like, more respectful to call her Sally, because that's what she was called in life. I know Sarah is her legal name, but...
She obviously preferred Sally.
Sally, yeah. She was signing her letters with Sally. So, Sally Sarah lived with her family until 1862, when she met and married William Wirt Winchester.
Oh, WWW.
Triple W.
Woo! What a name.
What a name.
William Wirt Winchester.
He was the son of Oliver Winchester and the treasurer of the Winchester Repeating Arms Company, and the subsequent heir to the Winchester Company and fortune. Right.
Makes sense.
So William and his father were actually incredibly wealthy even before the Winchester Company.
Just like family kind of...
Well, actually, they gained a hefty fortune by manufacturing and selling shirts.
Oh, interesting.
Which is kind of interesting. It was after this company, he and his father had bought out the Volcanic Arms Company, which was a division of the Smith & Wesson Company. Mm-hmm. Famous gun company.
Guns, yeah.
In America, I will say.
Not so much in Canada.
No. They bought the company just as it was failing, and then his father had invented the Winchester repeating rifle.
Like in the Inheritance game, the Winchester rifle.
Mm-hmm. The Winchester rifles were introduced near the end of the Civil War, but all accounts of these weapons were that they caused a lot of bloody destruction. The whole thing with these were that they could shoot 15 bullets before needing to be reloaded, hence the name repeating rifle. Yeah. It was kind of the first of its kind. I guess at this time, during the Civil War, the Union side was trying to take control of the West, as per how the West was won. And apparently, the Winchester rifle had helped a lot in this battle, also because it was easy to use while on horseback, so they didn't need to constantly be reloading. Yeah. Which is very inconvenient when riding a horse, I guess. I mean, I assume. I have no personal experience.
First-hand experience doing it, but I can believe it.
Again, we're Canadian, so we don't know all the details of all of this stuff, and it's much too much to get into in one episode.
Too much.
But what I do know is that following the Civil War, the Americans wanted to expand further into the West. So a lot of the things that we talk about in history actually happened in the east side of what is now the United States. The West was pretty much not
the Wild West.
It was the Wild West at that point, and it wasn't really colonized at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So, they wanted to expand further into the West, specifically into places that were heavily populated by Native Americans and indigenous tribes.
Mm-hmm.
The fight for the West was brutal and forced many, many Native tribes and families into different locations and away from their ancestral lands.
Mm-hmm.
This, I guess, was also when the reservations were starting out.
Gotcha.
As well as the, I'm quoting this, Indian Removal Act of 1830,
Lord.
which allowed forced relocations of 5 tribes to the west of the Mississippi River. Those 5 tribes were the Cherokee, Chickasaw, Choctaw, Creek, Seminole tribes.
Apologies for mispronouncing any and all of these names.
It's just that I can't read, apparently. I'm sorry. Needless to say, this was an unjust takeover and resulted in a lot of loss of life.
Mm-hmm.
The integration of the Winchester rifle definitely added to this devastation.
Yeah.
The Winchester rifle is actually nicknamed the gun that won the West, which I thought was really interesting.
Damn.
So,
what
basically,
a family history.
Legacy almost?
Yeah.
Right?
Association?
Yeah.
Crazy.
So, basically, while all of this death and destruction was going on, William and Sarah Winchester are happily married and living in New Haven, Connecticut.
Going about their everyday lives. Like nothing else is happening. They're not contributing to mass amounts of death and destruction and terror.
No, they're...
And reaping the benefits.
They're reaping the benefits.
The money come in.
Yes. So one source I was reading said that they were living the white American dream, totally removed from the violence that was, at the very least, helped along by William's father via the Winchester rifle. They were young, rich, newly married socialites living far from West America. They were as removed as you could possibly get from everything that was happening.
Yeah.
All accounts said they seemed like a happy couple, and I didn't find anything contrary to that in any of my research, which, okay, that was nice. In 1866, Sarah gave birth to their first child, Annie.
Aww.
Sadly, this would be their only child.
Aww.
Tragically, Annie was a sick baby with a rare congenital form of malnutrition that doctors could not cure. She unfortunately passed away only 40 days after birth.
Oh,
that's horrible.
That's terrible.
Because
poor
of
Sarah, Sally.
Poor Sally, Sarah. Because of the obvious, overwhelming grief of this loss, William and Sarah never had any more children. Understandable. Unfortunately, this is where things start to get a little bit more terrible for Sarah and William's lives. Shortly after the passing of their infant daughter, Sarah's father passed away at age 60. They think that it was from rheumatoid arthritis.
Okay.
Her mother then passed away in 1880, and the next year, in 1881, unfortunately, William passed away.
Oh my gosh.
After a long battle with tuberculosis.
This
then,
poor girl.
In the same year,
oh no,
William's father, Oliver, also passed away.
Bye, Ollie.
So that's a lot of death, not just...
This poor girl. Going through, like, literally the ringer. Everybody is just...
dropping like flies.
Dying around her. And I feel like she doesn't even have, like, a moment to, like, come to terms with one before another one hits.
She can't grieve one before another one happens.
It's just, like, after another... Have you heard of the broken bone theory?
That if you've never broken a bone, that means that angels are looking over you, or that you...
No, this is the opposite.
Or that if you've never broken a bone... you have to have, like, a bunch of emotional trauma in your life. I was just telling my mom about this yesterday. I'm not even kidding.
And I was thinking about it, and I've never broken a bone.
Neither have I. So what is it exactly?
AI said, the theory poses there's a link between experiencing physical fragility, so broken bones, and overall life experiences. It suggests that those who never experience a broken bone might be experiencing life in a way that balances out their relative physical pain with other challenges. So pretty much it proposes that, like, experiencing hardship in one area of life, like physical safety, might be counterbalanced to blessings in other areas. Also suggests that they have guardian angels or spirits watching.
Interesting.
But yeah, it was like, you don't experience any bones breaking because you're supposed to have this, like, traumatic, like, emotional pain and destruction.
In its place.
So,
Right.
I'll break a bone. I'll take that. That sounds so much nicer.
Yeah.
And I thought I was like, lucky girl, never broken a bone. JK, I'm actually very unlucky.
A lucky girl syndrome.
But, like, this poor girl, Sally Sarah is going
Sally
through
Sarah.
broken bone theory, right?
Yeah, maybe. She's never broken a bone, so she just has to have all this heartbreak.
Shit come down crashing around her.
So, that's a lot of death
Mm-hmm.
to happen kind of all at once. And it's not just that it's close family members, but it's that they happened around pretty much the same time.
Yeah.
After this point, it's said that Sarah spent time by the sea and went on a long trip to Europe. Back then, doctors could actually prescribe you with leisure by the sea to help cure depression and some other illnesses.
That's what I need too.
I would love to do that.
I just need to go to the beach.
How can we get our doctors to prescribe us
Beach trip.
a beach trip?
Can they pay for it too? Because
Yeah, that would be nice.
That's...
Unfortunately, at this point, Sarah had also developed rheumatoid arthritis herself.
Mm-hmm.
So, because her husband William and his father had both died, Sarah inherited a very large portion of the Winchester Repeating Company stock. So she inherited over $20 million plus 50% of the ownership of the company.
Oh, in 80, like the 80s.
So,
oh my gosh.
I don't know if, I think that I converted it. So it was $20 million in today's currency.
Still.
Which is a lot.
I'll take
for
some.
one woman, and she doesn't really have, she doesn't have an immediate family, right?
No more.
A little tidbit that I thought was kind of cute. During their life, Sarah and William got into studying architecture a lot while living in New Haven. Mm-hmm. And apparently Sarah took up design and architecture as a fond hobby. And she even designed their New Haven home.
Oh.
So that's kind of cool.
Go queen.
Okay, so newly widowed, $20 million in her pocket, and a hankering to get out of the socialite society, Sarah Winchester moves into a beautiful Victorian home in Santa Clara. Every time I try to read something, Santa Clara Valley, just outside of San Jose.
Mm-hmm.
The original house.
Is it this little one?
Yeah.
Oh, she's so cute.
Isn't it cute?
I like the angled kind of like cupola in a way, like the.
It has a lot of like really cool
like unique
features to it. But can you believe that this is how it started out?
And then it goes to that big behemoth.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
The original house was amazing and really classic Victorian style, but not too big and not too flashy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really lovely property.
Is that Sarah on a horse?
Yeah.
In the picture?
I think so.
Wow. And it has like the little like roundabout in the front too, which is so cute.
It's like a really lovely house.
Mm-hmm.
So she named the house and the property Lanata Villa. It said that her first additions and extensions to this house were done to allow for more room for her extended family to move in with her, eventually. One addition quickly became 2 or 3 additions. She added windows and doors, and soon it was clear that renovating and building this house had become an obsession of sorts.
Mm.
Okay, so renovating and building this house had... That's my dog. So he's jumping.
He's jumping.
He's jumping for it.
This house is like kind of crazy. Like I can see parts of the original, like the weird kind of angle part, and like how she just was like, we're just gonna add right onto it. Right onto the front. Just put another wall up there.
So building and renovating this house had become sort of an obsession for her, and construction rarely came to a stop. Now, I must note that Sarah had been writing letters to her sister-in-law while all of this was happening, and she explained the main reason for continuous construction was due to design mistakes on her part, such as stairs that lead to nowhere and windows in hallways, things like that. So, as well, people mentioned because of this continuous work on the house, she had been employing a lot of people at the time, that the economy was very uncertain.
Mm-hmm.
It's thought that around the time of her purchasing the home, / when she first began renovating, she had met with a psychic that had relayed to her that the spirits of the victims of the Winchester rifle were terribly unrestful, and in order to spare herself from their torment, she would have to continue building intricate and confusing ways to detour the spirits from getting to her. The psychic also predicted that she would die if the construction ever ceased. That's kind of like the mainstream story behind the house. The one that everybody knows about. A psychic told her, you have to keep building.
That's it.
But we'll get into some more of that in a little bit. Sally Sarah was a gentle, quiet widow with heaps of money that kept to herself in her enormous, endlessly expanding home in California. And that in of itself stirred up numerous spiraling rumors. So the tale of the psychic and the one about Sarah holding a seance every night, which happens to be a reoccurring rumor that she would hold a seance every single night, really was just rumors. And a few sources that I found said that there was never any record of her visiting a psychic, and her extended family denied that Sarah was ever superstitious. So it's not even like for sure that she even believed in ghosts and spirits. One letter she had sent to her sister-in-law actually explains that there was a lot of construction mistakes and design flaws in the house because she was continuously changing or adding to it. The seance piece of this has kind of always fascinated me. So the story is that every single night she would go into her seance room.
Of course.
She had a specific room in the center of this whole house where she would hold seances.
It's big enough. Gotta have at least one where
at least
dedicated.
One. And she would communicate with the spirits who would tell her how to build the house. Some said she would often come out in the morning with new construction plans. So a lot of people think this isn't true because it's not documented. However, I will say at this point in time, spiritualism was at its peak. So between the 1840s to the 1920s was when it was at its peak, and many spiritualists were women, of course, and specifically those that supported the abolition of slavery and supported the progressive movements. Sarah was a wealthy, educated woman who was involved in a lot of activist movements, so I wouldn't write off her belief in spiritualism. Oh, okay. This movement, the spiritualism movement at this time, also heavily focused on mediumship and understanding spirits in general. So at this time, a lot of people were looking for answers and looking for connection to those that they have lost. I have to say, Sarah kind of fits all of the criteria for somebody who would believe in this, so I find it hard to completely write off the seances and connection to spirits.
Yeah.
But it's also something that she's not here, so she can neither confirm nor deny. Now, with all of that being said, there was never a clear explanation for why she was building the house the way she did, or the meaning behind her eccentric design. Okay, so now let's get into the design. Our favorite. Both of us being designers and overall lovers of architecture, this house is somewhat of an anomaly in the architecture world, obviously because of how intricate it is. So not only is this a beautiful example of Victorian style, the aesthetic movement, Oriental design elements, and Queen Anne revival style, but the sheer intricacy of the design is incredible. A labyrinth is really the word that I would use to describe this place.
Truly.
I must note that a lot of the design was not only innovative for the time, but also done to accommodate her worsening arthritis. So that is a reasoning for a few of the specific design features, and we'll get into that in a second. So, the house itself is 24,000 square feet, and it features 10,000 windows, 2,000 doors, 160 rooms, 52 skylights, 47 stairways and fireplaces.
God damn.
17 chimneys, 13 bathrooms, and 6 kitchens. There is also a grand ballroom, 3 elevators, stables and a carriage hall, a conservatory, and many, many more rooms. So,
crazy.
The famous stairs that lead into the ceiling, aka stairs that lead to nowhere, and the famous door to nowhere, which is literally just a door on the second level that opens to a direct drop outside. Kind of cool.
Oh.
Those are the more what the house is well known for. Stairs to nowhere and door to nowhere. Now, the house is also a museum, so they have a lot of items on display that were left behind after Sally Sarah passed away. There are a number of stained glass windows. Though most of the furniture in the house that's displayed is not hers, because a lot of her family took it or sold it over time. Like this is, 100 years. A lot of the building tools and some building materials were left behind, so they have those things on display, which is really cool. Now, Sarah had sort of a fixation on the number 13.
Mm-hmm. Of course she did.
Not only were there 13 bathrooms, but the number 13 appears quite frequently throughout the design of this house. So things like 13 coat hooks in the seance room. The 13th bathroom in the house has 13 windows in it.
That's a lot for a bathroom.
It's a lot for a bathroom.
Damn.
A lot of the windows have 13 of the same shape or motif. A couple 13-step stairways. A lot of the ceilings have 13 wood panels. There's even a chandelier that had 12 lights, but another was added onto it to make it 13.
Nice.
Not house related, but she also had 13 parts in her will, and she signed it 13 times. Now, I couldn't confirm that, but that's really interesting. She really had a thing for 13s.
Yeah.
Okay, in 1906, there was a pretty significant earthquake that damaged the once 7-story tower and some of the upper floor, which greatly slowed the construction. It was said Sarah even spent the next years, until her death, in a different home and left much of the mystery house in disrepair. So there actually is, in some pictures you can see too, there's parts of the house that are unfinished.
Just ran out of time, you know?
Yeah. Basically, instead of rebuilding or continuing in certain places, she ordered for a lot of passageways to just be closed up. And some places they just stopped construction entirely. Which this kind of explains some of the doors to nowhere.
There's the door to nowhere on the side of the house.
So it just opens up
to
a straight drop. Crazy. At its peak and largest build, so before the earthquake, the house had about 500 rooms. So
wow.
Right now it has 160 rooms, but can you imagine?
That's crazy.
500 rooms.
Crazy.
So, redwood was the main material used for interior panels and millwork. However, in a lot of places it had been stained a different color or painted, and sometimes given faux grains. So it didn't just always look like redwood. There are so many types of wall coverings and wallpapers in this house. They're very high quality and very expensive. Not just for its time, but even now. They're like very high quality. Some sources noted that in the 70s and 80s, the manager of the house, Keith Kittle, that's cute, added some more elements to the renovations that increased the overall mystique of the house and to kind of fit the spooky legend. It said he made a number of restoration efforts in the house and even added a Winchester rifle museum in the house.
Classic. Good.
He was a large part in marketing and promoting the Mystery House as the Mystery House.
Yeah.
The Winchester Mystery House is also known for a lot of its innovative features. So when Sarah purchases this house, they were making a lot of progress with electricity, and Sarah had one of the first gas generators in her house that powered all of the carbide gas lights in the house, and they could all be turned on with just one button, which was super innovative super innovative for that time. And she was really one of the first to have like that, the closest to our like electricity. Like flipping a switch, you press a button and the lights come on.
Crazy.
The house also had indoor plumbing, showers, faucets, and even a sort of irrigation system to water the plants in the greenhouse. And this was all about 50 years before indoor plumbing had become mainstream and accessible to everybody.
So this would have cost so much money.
So she had the money to do it, and she was really...
Which also explains why there were so many, like, issues and things wrong, because it was before its time.
Yeah.
Like, you're just trying all these different things, so of course there's going to be issues and mistakes.
Yeah. She was paving the path. Obviously, she's going to run into some bumps in the road, right? I know, it's, like, incredible. I really think that we should go there.
I think we should go to it. There was a thing about tours, and I was like, sign me up.
Sign me up.
I want to go. I think it's just so cool.
It
like,
really
why couldn't we
is.
have done this for a school class trip?
Yeah.
What a thought. What a concept. Probably because we couldn't afford it. But whatever. Also, to see it, like, built...
All of the things around it, it's like a concrete jungle, and then it's like this beautiful, gorgeous Victorian-style house.
Like, crazy.
So it's so cool. Okay, so the house also had this thing called...
Annunciator.
Annunciator? Is that what it is? Okay, yeah, I guess, yeah, that would make sense.
That's how I read that word, but I'm pretty sure you spelled it wrong. No offense.
No offense.
Ow, you could have been spelled wrong.
I think that you're probably right. Annunciator? Okay. Okay, so it's a device that was in the staff area that would allow Sarah to press a button and a card would drop in the staff area annunciator saying which room she was in. So it's kind of like an early intercom system.
That's crazy, but with like pen and paper kind of.
Yeah.
Wow.
So with these cards, instead of like actual like speaking into it, but it would tell them what room she was in so they could go and find her and bring her what she needed. Can you imagine that?
That's crazy.
We couldn't possibly talk about all the design features and details in this house because I think we would be here for days, considering how large and intricate the house is.
Yeah.
There are some 3D floor plans online that really show how vast this place is. I also watched a couple of walkthrough videos on YouTube, which are really cool. And I encourage anyone interested to watch some of those. There was one that I watched where this girl goes... They used to have like a guided tour? Like a tour online that you could do, like, go to each room. Oh. And they had little, like, information stuff on their website, and they don't have it anymore. But there's a girl on YouTube, and I forget her name, and I'm so sorry. I'll see if I have it in my notes. Where she goes through... She has 2 videos, and they're, like, 40 minutes each, and she goes through each room.
Wow.
Now, I will say that she is a hardcore skeptic.
Oh.
So, take that as you will.
Yeah.
She gives her own... opinions and input, which
and you do you.
Good for you. You do you. Okay, now it's time for the spooky. Let's dive into some of the experiences, sightings, and investigations that have taken place inside the Winchester Mystery House. Okay, I've heard a couple variations of the spooky stuff. So some people think that as the seances are concerned, she was trying to confuse the spirits so that they wouldn't get to her.
Yeah.
And some believe that she was trying to help them get to another place. Perhaps she was creating portals or trying to help them cross over. I think that's a nice...
That's a one way.
That's a nice theory.
Yeah. That's really interesting.
I like that one.
Especially with the stairs to nowhere. And like the door that just kind of like goes out and drops.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a portal there.
Maybe. And all the tragic deaths in the family were some kind of karma for the lives that were taken by the Winchester rifle. Now, those are just theories, of course. Now, I will say, although a lot of the stories we've all come to know about Sarah and the Mystery House itself are not entirely true, the paranormal activity experienced in the house, even today, is very real. And we will explain why.
Yes, we will.
So, because this place is so iconic, they have regular tours throughout the house.
I love that.
Some of the general experiences reported by visitors include flickering lights, lights turning on or off on their own, hearing disembodied voices, whispers, growls,
It is also a very old house, guys. It had plumbing before there was indoor plumbing. That's probably the growls, but you never know.
You never know.
You never know.
Footsteps, heavy breathing. Some have said they felt a touch or a push, and some have even said they had their hair or clothing get pulled on. Feelings of cold spots and chills.
Those are like scary experiences. Like the lights flickering on and off. I can deal with that. I can do that. Getting pushed, my hair pulled? No, thank you.
No, it's a bit much.
No thanks.
People have also heard the organ playing in the grand ballroom, but the thing is, the organ does not work. I'll just say that. And there's an old record player in one of the rooms, which has also been broken for a while, and it seems to play on its own sometimes.
It's so fun.
So that's a lot, and that's just based on visitor experiences. So
and
that's
going
not
on
even
like the tours and stuff like that.
That's not even investigation. That's just showing up to the house. in, like, broad daylight.
Oh my gosh.
Like, these are the things that are happening on a daily basis.
And so imagine getting in there with some tools to actually
With the
pick up on
equipment.
this
Yeah.
spooky.
Okay, so usually in extremely haunted places, we see a mixture of hauntings, right? So the Mystery House is noted to have a lot of intelligent spirits, residual spirits, and even some of the ever unexplainable shadow people.
Wonderful.
That's a lot of That's a lot of activity even for a place of this size. But
yeah.
From what I found, most of the activity is pretty benevolent. There haven't really been a lot of dark or evil encounters, which I think is really lovely.
We love that. We don't need any evil spirits.
No.
Thank you.
A lot of the tour guides, maintenance workers, and other staff in the Mystery House have reported instances where they hear footsteps in another room or on the floor above them, like really thinking someone is trespassing in the house. They go to find them to tell them that it's closed, obviously.
Yeah.
But there's nobody there.
See, I find that stuff, like, really interesting. The people who are there, like, every day
All the time,
working.
yeah.
Like, what do you see?
Yeah.
Because, like, that's, like, going for a visit. Like, you can have these, like, one-off things that would be, like, a flicker of the lights. It could be a wiring getting loose. But, like, if you're there every single day...
You kind of can tell what's normal and what's not.
Yeah.
Right? Like, okay,
The house just being the
those
house.
lights are always flickering. Not a big deal for us. But if it's like, that light never moves and now it's swinging...
Get out.
So, yeah, so it's always interesting to hear it from a staff perspective.
Yeah.
Because they're there after hours, before hours, they're there sometimes in the middle of the night.
Yeah, the best people to get, like, from the source.
Yeah, from the source. A few visitors have reported hearing a ghostly whisper telling them to leave while in the Hall of Fires. So the Hall of Fires is basically a hallway with a bunch of fireplaces. I think that it was like maybe 7 fireplaces just in this one hallway. And some people said that Sarah would often go there into the heated room to help with her arthritis.
Like a back in the olden days, like, old-fashioned sauna.
Yeah, a sauna with like 25 fireplaces. One worker at the house claims he felt a tap on his shoulder while he was on a ladder fixing something, but he turned around and nobody was there. So another worker experience. Kind of interesting.
No, there's flashlight. Sorry, I'm on the website. It says halfway to Halloween flashlight tours.
Ooh, that would be so... I know you would not be into it, but that would be so cool.
I'd probably literally be crying the entire time behind you. And people would be like, are you okay? I'd be like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm just here. I'm here. Plus basement access.
Oh.
A tour, like a guided tour, takes guests through 110 out of the 160 rooms. And then you can also go how long you explore the basements.
That is so cool.
I think this would be really fun. Limited time. An exclusive self-guided access to not just one, but 2 basements of the mansion.
Interesting. I don't think I would want self-guided.
I'd be crying. I'd be like, oh guys, please come back. Flashlight tours, April 19th, April 26th, May 3rd, and May 10th.
May 3rd, we got a busy day.
We got a busy day. May 10th is more
accessible.
We
just go for one. It's literally just for the tour. We fly there, do the tour, and then come back.
Fly home.
Yeah.
Easy. Flashlight tour. Honestly, so cool.
Okay, so among these things, there have been many, many reports of specific apparitions, and here are the most common ones that are seen throughout the house. A shadow figure is often seen in one of the windows on the 2nd floor, peering outside or looking over the garden.
Ooh.
There are a couple photos online that claim to have captured this shadowy figure in the windows.
Spooky.
But you guys take a look and let us know what you think. An old worker has been seen carrying around tools. This may or may not be connected to the occasional sound of phantom nails being pulled out of the walls and dropping onto the floor.
Oh, that's creepy.
That's kind of...
That's so eerie.
And, like, what an interesting sound.
To hear.
Because that's pretty distinct. Like, you hear a nail coming out.
The pop and then the drop.
Yeah.
Wow.
A spirit named Clyde, probably the most famous of them all, He's the ghost of what is thought to be one of the workers. He's often seen fashioning a mustache, wearing white overalls and a hat. Many people have seen him in the basement and in other places, pushing a wheelbarrow in the basement, and others have also said to have seen him in the ballroom fixing one of the fireplaces.
Mm-hmm.
And lastly, Sarah herself. Her rose perfume is often smelt throughout the house. Some have said a lilac smell as well, but interesting that it's really floral. She's often seen in the seance room.
I believe that one.
Believe it.
Yeah. This is so cool. Like, just looking at the
know.
pictures, like,
I could
wow,
look
what
at
a
them
place to
forever.
go.
I know. It's so cool. So, apart from the daily occurrences, a lot of investigators have experienced some crazy things too. So, things like intelligent knocking and tapping. So, that's like asking a question and getting a knock or a tap answering the question, which is crazy.
That's insane.
Orbs caught on camera. Voices captured. Shadowy figures, hot and cold spots, both physically and on thermal cameras. Like I mentioned before, Ghost Adventures visited the Winchester Mystery House at least twice. They have 2 episodes at this location. One of the biggest paranormal theories about this house is that the labyrinth is actually a series of portals. So the weird design was done in a way that allows many different spirits to come and go throughout the house.
It's just like a hub for them.
Like a hub. Like a train station. Union Station, if you will. So the Ghost Adventures guys were trying to test this theory in their investigation, which, if I remember from their first episode, they were trying to send specific spirits from another location into the mystery house. And basically it worked because they were receiving the same or similar EVP responses as the other location. So they would ask about a specific spirit in one location and then ask them to travel to the mystery house, and then they would get responses that were the same at the mystery house.
Holy shit.
So they kind of proved, I guess, that
There's something there.
something could pass through that specific location.
Wow.
Which is interesting to think about. People have had a lot of experiences not only seeing figures and hearing voices, and those infamous knocks and taps, but also overwhelming and uncontrollable emotions, which I always find really interesting when it's connected to like paranormal activity, is the emotional response to things. Because I think often we are more sensitive than I think that we give ourselves credit for.
You anticipate, yeah. You pick up on more than you realize.
Yes, exactly. And like, you're not always gonna feel a tap on your shoulder or like see a literal
movement,
ghost or whatever,
a globe or orb or the lights flickering.
Sometimes it's like literally just like an emotional
Sense.
response to something.
Yeah.
When we went to Charleston, we toured this one house. It was really beautiful and really old, like 1700s old, and she was crying. Because it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful.
Me.
And both of us were like, oh my god. And then she was crying, and then we were staying behind because we were like the youngest people on the tour.
Yeah.
So the lady was like, you guys just like take your time and take pictures of the stuff, whatever. So we were the last ones in this room, and we were walking in the hallway, and the tour guide was talking about, that in the summer, before all of these other houses were built around this specific house, they would open all of the windows on all 4 sides of the house to let the ocean breeze go through the house. And like, as she was saying that, I was touching one of the walls, and I swear on everything that I believe in, I was like, I can smell salt air. Like, I can smell salt. And it's not like fishy smell, like I can smell like the ocean. And I'm like, what the hell? And I was like, oh my god, like I'm like tearing up. Like it, like, wow. It was just like an uncontrollable something that...
Emotion.
Yeah. And like, I feel like that kind of goes into we talked about this, I think, in our Tower of London episode, about how like building materials can hold energy and memory. Like, and we're more sensitive than we think we are. So like interacting with those things, it's like,
touching feeling. Also, as like people that are naturally into interior design,
that's true.
How do you not grab tables and look at them and like flip chairs
you
over?
Have to
like
touch everything.
Understanding how they're put together, why they are, like the materiality and stuff. Like, I don't know. I feel like touching stuff is so in our profession.
Yeah. It's because it's not just how does it look. It's like, what does it feel like?
Touch and feel.
What is the energy of the material? Like, you know, it can look great, but if it feels weird,
doesn't feel nice, you're not going to use it.
Exactly.
Or enjoy it.
So I think that emotions and being sensitive to that kind of thing is really interesting with the paranormal aspect. So at the Mystery House, oftentimes in highly active locations, you can get hit with these unexplainable waves of emotion. Sometimes it can be anger or sadness or fear or whatever. So it doesn't necessarily mean that a spirit is targeting you or like latching onto you. It can also happen when energy is imprinted into a space, like we said, maybe through materials and things like that. And with a place as old and as active with both physical human beings and spirits over the years, it's bound to have some type of residual energy stuck there, right?
It just makes sense. Like, the amount of time that's gone by and all of the things and stories and people that have come into contact with this place.
Exactly.
Oh, how can you not leave energy behind?
That's exactly right. So this is a common feeling for a lot of visitors and investigators, the sort of overwhelming emotion, sometimes of sadness, but sometimes they feel kind of just like a rush of energy itself.
Like, not a particular one emotion or the other.
More energy.
There's, like, the flow.
Yeah.
And the, like...
the flow of energy, or rush.
Immense. Yeah, the rush of it.
Okay, so I talked about Sam and Colby earlier, too. They're one of my favorite YouTubers. And they do, oh my god, a lot. They do a lot.
Fangirl over here.
So, Sam and Colby have also visited the Mystery House quite a few times. So I counted, I think, 4 times from all of their videos.
That's a good amount.
And it's not just them going on their personal investigations, but also, like, featuring on other channels.
Okay.
So I think because they know it pretty well, they're kind of like a feature
Go-to.
for other people.
A good person to talk about it with, right?
Yes, that's exactly correct. So they've been on a couple other overnight channels, ghost hunting channels.
Spending the night there? That would be crazy. I don't know if I would actually sleep. I probably would be exploring the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much house. How could you
so
not?
much house, yeah.
Screw the sleep. I can catch up on it.
You almost need 24 hours just to explore everything.
Like, I was reading, the tours are like an hour long. How is that enough time?
That's not enough.
They say you can go self-guided and, like, walk around. Nah, that's not enough time. Look at how big this thing is.
I know.
There's no way.
You need a full day. Alright, so in these videos, there's a lot of documented whispers and voices. Knocking, sometimes intelligently too. So when they ask a question, there's a knock in response. Or like a knock on command.
Yep.
When they ask them, can you please knock 3 times or whatever.
If you hear us,
and it happens. They've also captured a lot of orbs in their videos, which is also interesting because it kind of seems like orbs are like the most common electronically captured
sighting
thing, yeah. Their REM pods and different energy/movement detectors go off a lot. So that basically means that there's some kind of unexplainable or unseen movement happening.
That's crazy.
And a lot of EVPs. So voices caught on recording devices. A lot of investigators heard lots of voices at once, sometimes through the spirit box, but sometimes like in real life whispering. And it seems like it's always a lot of voices all at
like
once.
A group, like a party.
Like a lot.
That's interesting.
I think I saw in some investigation stuff, it's almost like it's like conversations happening. So instead of like one spirit coming through and saying some words, it's like you're catching bits of conversations going on.
Whoa. So, like, there's more than one spirit there at a time.
Oh, for sure.
And you're getting whatever the heck they're talking about.
Whatever they're talking about.
What a place.
Yeah. Like, yeah, that's crazy.
Because, like, that doesn't...
Yeah.
That you pick up an actual conversation, not just one person talking directly to you.
Yeah.
Like, there has to be this, like, open...
And it's...
It, like, has all... The floodgates are open, and all of this, like, signals are coming in, and it's just, like, there. Mixing around.
It's, like... I really do... like to think of it as like it's just, yeah, and it's also just, like, another dimension.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whatever they're doing in their realm, like, they're doing things. Like, things are happening. We just can't see it.
Yeah.
And I think that this kind of stuff is kind of proof of that. That's just my personal opinion, but
It's proof of something.
cool. Proof of something. Okay, so a lot of psychics and mediums have also visited the Mystery House in hopes of getting some answers from the spirits themselves.
Gotta get it from the source.
Get it from the source. Right from the source. So I just picked a couple of the kind of well-known ones and ones that I know personally.
Mm-hmm.
So Sylvia Brown, the famous psychic, reportedly confirmed the existence of a curse connected to the house and claimed to have witnessed the spirits of Sarah Winchester herself and some fallen Civil War soldiers during her visit.
Victims of the Winchester rifle.
Could be. Another psychic, James Van Praagh. This medium conducted a seance dinner at the mansion, during which he channeled Sarah Winchester. He claims that she expressed happiness about the numerous visitors to her home.
That's good.
That's interesting.
She did make it big so that she could have people come and stay with her. So, like,
at one point, that was her intention, so...
entertainment.
And she was alone.
She was lonely.
She didn't have a husband. She didn't have children. So,
her, like, parents and in-laws have all passed away, too.
Yeah, so I can imagine that she would be happy that the house is full.
People.
Right?
Yeah, and, like, staff.
There's a girl named Amanda, and I'm sorry I don't know her full name, but she's all over YouTube, and she does a lot of investigations with people. And she is... Okay, I have to make the distinction between psychic and medium. She's a medium, so she can connect with spirits and see them and hear them and communicate. So she visited this space, I think probably one time with Sam and Colby. They do a lot of investigations together. Anyways, she went to the Mystery House, and she said that she felt sort of a motherly, comforting touch on her back while she was investigating. And she also got, in her mind, the image of Sarah Winchester with her baby. Which I think is really sweet.
Hopefully they're reunited.
Yeah, that they're together, wherever they are. And then Selena Myers. Selena Spooky Boo on YouTube. She's one of my favorites, and she's from Woodstock.
Oh. Just a hop, skip, and a jump around the corner.
We could walk there.
Might take a few hours.
It'll take a day or two, but we could walk there.
Yeah.
So, Selena is, I don't know for sure if she's really, like, a psychic or a medium, but she's really, really sensitive.
And connected to it.
And she can kind of go into these, I don't really like to call it a trance, but she can, like, get into her specific zone where she really can, like, lock in.
Connects to them.
And she connects to, like, not just the spirits, but, like, the physical location where she is. And she can see things that, like, happened in the past, or, like, she gets, like, the emotional feeling thing.
The waves, like, and everything.
She's
more susceptible. Like, a very much open.
She's, like, very, yeah. She's
conduit for them.
Exactly. So, she's really, really an interesting person. One of the notable things that she saw here was a clear image of a woman, and she was walking into a room, and she saw this, in her mind's eye, image of a woman, like flesh and blood, like a person.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I just saw this woman, this is what she looked like. And then they realized that they were standing in the entrance of Sarah Winchester's bedroom.
Wow.
And she was like, oh, for sure that was her. But that's, like, really cool that
Maybe
she,
it was
like...
her daughter.
Oh. And she's like...
Grown.
Yeah, because age is, like, not...
It's not a
thing.
So it's just, like, her grown...
Yeah.
Daughter.
She's just
like, her
checking
energy.
In. That's really...
If that was her mom's house, like, would you not, like... I don't know, I would assume, like, her child spirit would kind of follow her.
Yeah, where she is. If she's there, maybe, yeah. Maybe they're both there. I found a few videos of psychics on YouTube reacting to walkthroughs throughout the Mystery House, and doing some sort of, like, reading on the house itself. And the only thing that I could connect between all of them and all of the things was that they felt the energy surrounding it was kind of messy and entangled and confusing. So not unlike the actual physical structure of the house. The energy is also a little bit
Which could be reflected of Sarah, like how she was during like constructing that monstrosity. She obviously didn't really have that full overview picture of what it would be and how it would interact with each other. She just kind of started doing stuff, learning as she went.
Just going.
It is a very messy and entangled house.
It is. It really is. But it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. You definitely would get lost.
Here. For sure.
Need a map.
So that's pretty much it in terms of spooky stuff going on in the Winchester Mystery House.
Well, nobody's ever gone for the halfway to Halloween flashlight tour, so we need somebody to go do that.
Yeah, someone do that and tell us what happened.
How it was, and if there were any other additional freaky spookiness.
Report back to us.
Yep.
See what happens, and then come back here and tell us what happened.
Let us know. Email us. Let us know, because I'm intrigued, and I don't think we can get there in time.
It's a little bit, we're not going to get there in time.
Next year we could definitely do it.
Okay. There are so many investigations on YouTube that are really interesting and fun to watch. I'm really wanting to go and tour this place. Obviously, we both are. Mm-hmm. I mean, from an architectural standpoint, too, it's amazing. It's incredible. It's perfect for us. Yeah. I also love Victorian style.
Me too.
The Queen Anne revival style. Like, I really love all of that stuff.
Gothic, yes.
And of course, I'd want to see if I could, like, sense anything. Right? Like,
I think I can pick up, like, I'm full of myself. I already think I can pick stuff up. But, like, I think if I go, I can definitely sense stuff. And now I just want to test it and see if I can. I think so, too.
I feel that way as well. I think I'm pretty sensitive to, like, energy and stuff.
The energy in the world out there.
Yeah.
The universe. The dimension.
I would love to see what we would see. Okay. Are you ready for fun facts?
I'm always ready for fun facts, girl. Especially about something like this. This whole episode has been a fun fact.
So this case, this story, this tale has a lot of fun facts. Okay, we've got a lot. Okay, first fact. Sarah Winchester was only 4'10".
She's just a itty bitty little queen.
She was just a little girl.
Oh my gosh.
And one of the things that I read about / know about just from like everything about this house.
Research, yeah.
A lot of the stairs, well, there's one staircase specifically that has like, I don't know, like 40 treads or whatever. Like it's like, but the risers are like a couple inches high.
So it's an uneven rise and run?
So it's just, so it's like huge steps, but like rises are like really tiny. And it's because she had arthritis, but she was also teeny tiny. So it was so she didn't have to
do the big steps.
Her legs up. So, like I said, a lot of the stuff
crazy.
In the house was designed specifically for her to, like, kind of age in place, right?
Yeah, before aging in place had ever even come across anybody's mind.
Became a concept, but she was, like, designing it for her worsening condition.
Wow. So, is that what the switchback staircase? Is that it?
I think so. Yeah, this one.
It's that one, yeah. Switchback stairs.
Okay. She had an obsession with the number 13, yes. But she also really liked the numbers 11 and 7. Mm-hmm. She also had an obsession with daisies and spider webs.
I saw one window and it had, like, spider webs, like, stained glass. It was so cool.
In a lot of the windows, in a lot of the, like, little details and designs, there's spider webs and daisies.
That's so cute.
Okay, this one's really cool. Harry Houdini, the famous magician, of course. He was one of the first people to visit the house as a tourist attraction in the 1920s, and he was actually the one who suggested the house be named Winchester Mystery House.
Wow. Look at you go, Harry.
So it's possible he gave the house its name.
That's cool.
Kind of a fun fact, but the house has 47 fireplaces, but there are only 17 chimneys.
Yeah, you mentioned this and my brain wasn't
computing.
Yeah, because where's all the exhaust?
I wonder if only some of them were actually working and
just aesthetic. Kinda.
This is kind of interesting. Sarah Winchester would sleep in a different bedroom each night.
Well, you might as freaking well.
And never one bedroom 2 nights in a row. So there is a room in the house that they say it's Sarah's bedroom. Which it is, but she wouldn't sleep there every single night. And this also kind of goes into the lore of
the ghost finding her.
Yeah, she was trying to get away from them.
Never in one spot too many times.
Exactly.
Or a long period of time.
That's exactly right. Her favorite author and poet was William Shakespeare.
Yeah, good.
I love that because I also love him. We love him.
I am a big fan, as you'll find out in episode 11.
Oh, yeah. More to come.
More to come.
After the 1906 earthquake, Sarah was trapped in one of the rooms and had to be rescued by the fire department. So the door on the room is the original door, and it still has marks from them breaking it open. So there's like dents in the side and on the thing trying to get in.
That's cool.
The Mystery House is in the top 10 most haunted houses in America.
Believable, 100%.
I believe it.
Probably close to the top. Should be, at least.
Should be. Sort of a sweet note. All of Sarah's staff were said to be incredibly loyal to her, never speaking a word of what happened in the home even after she passed away. I found something that said she had even noted them as her beneficiaries. So even in death, she was taking care of them. And I thought that was like a really sweet thing to remember about her. It was like her generosity.
Yeah, what a caring soul she was.
Yeah. She also left a majority of her fortune to charity and philanthropic avenues.
There we go.
Following her death. So, I think that she was a kind woman.
She just wanted to
She
give.
just had a lot of money.
And she never really kept it. She just spent it. Like, she was obviously giving other people jobs by, like, building onto her house.
Yeah,
like,
she was.
There's staff supporting her. Like,
especially in a time when while the construction stuff was going on, it was like when the economy was bad and like she was keeping people employed. She was keeping, and I think I did read somewhere that she was paying her construction workers like above minimum, like very much. Yeah. They had good salaries.
It's crazy.
All right, so we have to conclude with talking about why it's called the Winchester Mystery House. Okay, because it's a mystery.
Truly, just the whole thing is mystery.
It's a mystery as to why it was built like this. I'm sure many people think it was amateur architectural design. Maybe philanthropic deeds. Could be a deathly prophecy. Or several hauntings. But the truth is, we don't know for sure. As far as I could find, and I did look very hard, Sarah Winchester herself had never explicitly wrote or said exactly why she ordered for the construction to keep going, or what drove her to make these strange design decisions. Could it have been due to guilt of the devastation of the Winchester rifle, or the astronomical amount of money she had inherited? Was it really the spirits of those who were killed coming to torment her? Was she just trying to help keep the community afloat in times of financial turmoil? Did she have connections to the Freemasons? Was she crazy? Or was she a genius way ahead of her time?
I think it was that one. So we know what we think and believe, but what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments or email us at teatalestalks@gmail.com. And of course, we ask to keep conversations respectful and gracious. Many things can be true at the same time. We are only trying to encourage healthy conversations around these topics. And be sure to follow us on our Instagram, Tea Tales Talks, for more spooky, witchy content and updates on the upcoming episodes. Until next time, our twitchy witchy friends, stay spooky and don't let your tea get cold.